Am I the a-hole for laughing at my crying ex-husband and calling his suffering karma? My ex-husband divorced me 3 years ago. When we got married, we agreed that we weren't going to have kids. I never wanted them. He said he didn't really want them. So yeah, 4 years into our marriage, he changed his mind and he chose to divorce me because I wouldn't go back on our agreement and give him children. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying it's not like a douchey thing for him to divorce her, but what I'm saying is, like, if there's any reason for divorce, I think that's kind of an okay one. I'm not really a big believer in divorce. I was ready to be married for the rest of our lives. We had a good marriage, but I guess he didn't love me that much if he picked kids that didn't even exist over me. Right after our divorce, he almost instantly remarried. He got his new wife pregnant right away, and they have 2 kids together. In the 3 years since then, I've finished my higher education and have accepted a high-paying job in healthcare. Life has actually been pretty good for me, and I've gotten to the point where I think I'm ready to start looking to settle down. Yesterday morning, my ex-husband showed up on my doorstep crying. I figured something pretty awful must have happened, so I let him in and got him a drink. He started going on and crying about how awful his life is. He apparently hates his 2 kids. One of them is disabled and maybe autistic, and he has no money due to the kid being so expensive. His wife yells at him all the time. She got fat after having kids and doesn't want to lose the weight. She never puts out. He can never go anywhere anymore. He said that he wants a divorce from his new wife and he regrets ever leaving me. He asked if I would take him back and said he learned his lesson. I couldn't help but laugh at him. It was so pitiful. His audacity also kind of astounded me. I told him that with 2 kids to support and his lack of loyalty, he is not a catch, and I definitely won't take him back, and maybe this was karma for divorcing me. He was pissed, called me an a-hole, and said he thought I would be more supportive and would at least turn him down nicely. If I had to put my name on it, I think I would go with not the a-hole. Like, the a-hole in this situation is the husband. Honestly, I think the mistake he made was that he chose to rush into having kids, and because of that, he married the wrong person. And now it's kind of one of those like, oh, well, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions, you wanted kids, you got kids, you have to accept the risks that come with having kids as well. I will say, I'm just not a huge fan of OP's tone in this. I don't think it makes her the a-hole, but like, I just didn't like the tone of this story.